Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you've stopped by for this 18 and 19 week pregnancy update. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm so glad that you stopped by. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Really glad that you returned to continue watching this journey of pregnancy with me. And a special thank you to all of you who have commented below who are currently pregnant. Thank you so much for your comments. It's really neat to see who's following along and also pregnant and going through this journey together. So keep those comments coming. I really like seeing them. So ever since I think 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, I have been doing a pregnancy update generally every week, but some weeks I combine 2 weeks together because I'm traveling, and these past 2 weeks is a time where I am doing that. So this video is 2 weeks, weeks 18 and 19. So it may be a little bit longer, but I'm getting a little better at this, at filming these updates. So hopefully we'll keep it rolling, and let's get started. For the first thing that we do is statistics. I do not have statistics for week 18 because we were traveling. We were in Greece, and if you missed my Athens vlog, you can go check it out in the cards up above or in the description box below. I will also be doing a video of our time on Santorini Island, which at the time that this video goes up will not be up, but eventually it will. So eventually it will be in the cards. So go check that out as well if you're interested in Greece travel. I did bring my tape measure, but I totally forgot to measure my belly on week 18. So no stats for week 18, but I did weigh myself today. Today is August 14th, and I'm 19 weeks pregnant today. So my stats for this week, I weighed 128.4 pounds, and belly circumference was 36 3/4 inches. I think the last time, I think 2 weeks ago for my week 17 update, I was like 124-ish. So like 2 pounds a week, I guess. They say like you should be gaining about 1 pound a week, but everyone's different. So if you're gaining more or less than like the standard, don't worry about that. It should even out in the end. All right, let's move on to baby size. So for week 18, the baby was the size of a sweet potato, or because I could not find a properly sized sweet potato at our commissary, I decided to go with the other objects category from the What to Expect app. If you're not into the fruits and vegetables comparison, they have other comparisons. And the other comparison was as big as a red stapler. I'll insert a picture from week 18 of me holding a stapler. So that's how big baby was in week 18. I think it's the bump app said that baby was 5.5 inches long and a little under 7 ounces. And in week 18, the baby started to move more, and I'll get more into that in a little bit. And then week 19, baby is the size of a zucchini. So according to Ovia, that's about 6 inches long. Of course, we all know that zucchinis can be different sizes, but about 6 inches long and 8.5 ounces. So really gaining that weight, like that's more than an ounce gained since the week before. And the exciting developmental baby thing this week, according pretty much all my apps, the Bump, What to Expect, Ovia, those are my favorites. The baby is developing vernix caseosa. And that is like this white, cheesy-ish substance that covers their skin, and it's to help keep them insulated and to help the skin to not get wrinkly, because if you think about it, the baby is in amniotic fluid, in water, and otherwise, like Ovia says, the baby would come out all wrinkly if it weren't for this vernix. So it should disappear before birth, but yeah, that's the big developmental thing this week for baby. And for those of you who are new, I am pregnant with a baby boy, so we're very excited about that. Okay, let's move on to the symptom category. Basically week 18 and 19 were very much the same, so it's kind of nice that I am combining this because there's really not much difference. They were fantastic. It's like each week is getting better and better. I'm not really sure how it could get any better, but I'm feeling very energetic, pretty much normal energy, sleeping like 8 to 9 hours a night, but that's good. For a long time I neglected my sleep, so now I'm really like getting into sleeping and kind of preparing my body for when baby comes. And I know I will have a lack of sleep, so definitely take advantage of that, pregnant mamas, because you know, it is true that you will get less sleep. So definitely rack up your sleep right now if you can. Barely any symptoms. In week 18, the gagging problem that I've had disappeared, which was totally amazing. The first day, or last Thursday, so about a week ago, I woke up and for the first time, I didn't even really feel pregnant, which kind of was weird. I'm like, oh, is this something to worry about? But it's just that second trimester high that you get. Like you just feel, it's like the golden trimester and you just feel so good. I did, let's see, in week 18, we left for Greece about halfway through my week. And that was really great. We were there for 5 days. I held up pretty well. We did a lot of walking around in Athens and it was really hot. So I did sit down when I could. We did a walking tour of the Acropolis. So make sure again to check out that video. But I feel like I held up pretty well. You know, I got a little bit of a headache, I think at some point, at a couple points, probably just not drinking enough water. And I also got a little bit of less sleep on some days, but I held up really well. It's like the stress just kind of rolled off my back. Whereas in previous weeks, that would have been almost debilitating. So definitely if you're going to take like a baby moon or some kind of trip before baby comes, the second, like middle of the second trimester seems to be a really good time because you're not massive, your belly isn't huge, so it's not, I really wasn't any more uncomfortable on the airplane than I am normally. So it's a good time to fly. It's a safe time to fly generally if you have no complications. So definitely, you know, if you're in your first trimester and trying to plan your baby moon, then second trimester is a good time. Week 19 started, we were still in Greece, but we were on Santorini Island. So that day we went to the beach and did a really fun boat tour, and I will have that all in the Santorini vlog for you guys. And also another thing is that I haven't really needed my morning banana. I've been talking about this like every video, how having a banana in the morning really helps with that morning sickness and just kind of feeling icky when you first get up. But I haven't really like needed it. I still do it because it's kind of a habit now and just to guard against any sick feelings that may pop up right away. But I haven't needed it. Like I'm able to get out of bed and use the bathroom and just kind of munch on it as I start getting ready. So that's really awesome. After we got home, the gagging kind of came back a little, but it's really not that bad. And I'm able to control it pretty well. Okay, cravings and aversions, neither. I mean, it's like kind of boring, like nothing crazy happening over here. Neither. I am into oatmeal and yogurt for breakfast, not so much like breakfast sausage. I've done that a couple times this week, but like oatmeal and yogurt has been so good. Like that's just really satisfying first thing in the morning, but no aversions. I've even been eating chicken, which if you remember my first trimester videos, chicken was just the grossest thing to me. And I've eaten chicken like 4 or 5 times this past week. So that's really nice. All right, final category is something new. And I don't really have something new for week 18, so we'll just jump into 19. This week, week 19, I have felt the baby move pretty much every day. And that's definitely a change. I first started feeling tiny twitches in week 13, which is really early, and then didn't feel them for a few weeks. Like weeks 13 and 14, I felt them like 2 times, and then didn't feel them for several weeks, and then they started coming back a little bit in week 18, and then this week it's been amazing. Just those little pokes, jabs, kicks, whatever is going on in there, like, and almost like an undulating feeling, like he's probably rolling around in there, I guess. And it's so cool, you guys. Like, I've waited so long for this. You know, if you know me, you know that we struggled with infertility for a little bit of time, and just like imagining and wondering, what does that feel like to feel a baby move inside of you? You know, and there were times that I was scared that it would never happen. But it's happening now. It's so cool. It's not super obvious, but it's starting to get more so. And I'm not wondering as much, like, is that gas or is that the baby? It's very, yeah, I'm able to differentiate it a lot easier. And then on Saturday night, I actually felt the baby move for the first time from the outside. So my husband and I were sitting on the couch in the evening, and I do feel more movement in the evening, but I have felt it at pretty much any time of day as well. But I was feeling this movement kind of in the lower abdomen area, below the belly button. And I just kind of pressed a couple fingers into my stomach, and I felt that poking, and it was so cool. So I haven't seen movement on my stomach yet, but that's probably coming pretty soon within the next few weeks. So that's definitely been a highlight of the week. And it's just so fun to feel him moving around. He's very active little boy already. All right, so that is it. This is actually a pretty quick update, which is good because I took a long nap today and am behind. So this really helps me out. But anyway, next week will be super exciting for the next video because it'll be week 20, which means that we will be halfway through this pregnancy, which is just unbelievable, you guys. Wow. Next week, I also have a doctor's appointment coming up, and so I'll be able to report on my anatomy scan. That usually happens like around this time, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 weeks, because the doctor's able to measure everything to see how development's going, adjust your due date if necessary, things like that. So really looking forward to that. It should be a longer appointment. Should have pictures and video from that. So stay tuned for the week 20 update next week. And also a little housekeeping. I am planning on doing these pregnancy updates now every Friday. So stay tuned for that. And then Mondays will be something different, maybe pregnancy related, maybe not, but you can count on Fridays being pregnancy update days. Again, make sure to hit that red subscribe button if you want to be notified in your YouTube app. When I post a new video, you can press the bell after you hit subscribe, and that way you'll get a nice little notification saying that one of your favorite YouTubers has made a new video. So I really appreciate y'all's support. Keep the comments coming. Let me know what your pregnancy is going, or how your pregnancy is going. And I will chat with you guys in the next video. See you next week.